Ever wondered why you find yourself falling more often or feeling constantly weak, even though you meticulously eat healthy, dutifully take your supplements, and regularly exercise? This baffling decline isn't just a part of getting older, it could be something much more specific and alarmingly common, called sarcopenia. It's a condition where your precious muscles start to shrink and weaken at an accelerated rate as you age, often going unnoticed until its effects significantly impact your daily life. Think of it not just as normal wear and tear, but as your body struggling to rebuild muscle mass faster than it's losing it. A silent shrinking that makes even simple tasks like getting up from a chair, carrying groceries, or keeping your balance a genuine challenge. Recent, eye-opening research indicates that seniors can dramatically lose up to 40% of their muscle mass each year, meaning nearly half of your physical strength could vanish in just 12 short months if you don't act now. That stark reality is precisely why this video is so critical, promising to unveil 5 incredible foods you can easily add to your breakfast routine tomorrow and every morning thereafter to halt and even reverse this unwelcome muscle loss. Imagine the potential, because the 5th food on our list is so remarkably effective that traditional Chinese doctors have recommended it to their older patients for centuries. I genuinely promise that by the time you reach the end of this video, you'll possess the exact knowledge to look and feel as strong and vibrant as you did at 40. As a doctor who has personally guided thousands of elderly patients struggling with sarcopenia and the relentless march of muscle loss, I've meticulously observed their lifestyles and diets, and an astonishing 85% of them reported significant life-changing results after incorporating these 5 foods into their daily breakfast. Foods we'll dive into in just a moment. But before we get there, I'm eager to hear from you. Where are you watching from? How old are you? And what specific muscle loss challenges are you currently facing? Share your experiences in the comments below. I'm dedicated to replying to each and every one. My name is Dr. Hillman, and this is the Senior Food Blog. Let's embark on this journey to renewed strength together. Have you ever paused to consider the complex processes happening within your muscles while you sleep? It's not merely a passive state, it's a dynamic, 2-step cycle of continuous breakdown and rebuilding designed to make your muscles stronger than before. During your active day, your muscles are hard at work, leading to tiny, microscopic tears within their fibers. While this might sound concerning, it's actually the essential trigger for growth. Following this, as you rest, your body intelligently detects this damage and shifts into intense repair mode. It dispatches specialized healing cells to mend those tiny tears, meticulously rebuilding the fibers to be thicker and more resilient for the challenges of the next day. This remarkable adaptation is the secret to enduring strength. Yet a crucial component often overlooked is that this vital repair process cannot truly flourish without the correct fuel, particularly in the morning. Your body requires specific building blocks from your breakfast to construct new muscle, and most of this rebuilding happens after your morning meal. If you're not consuming the right foods for breakfast, you're inadvertently depriving your muscles of the very gains they're ready to make. Sadly, many seniors unknowingly make the mistake of feeding their muscles the wrong foods first thing in the morning. So, before we reveal the 5 muscle-boosting foods you should embrace, let's address the 5 seemingly innocent breakfast items you must avoid because they are actively damaging your muscles. Let's begin by discussing 5 foods you should never mix with your breakfast if you want to stop the relentless march of muscle loss, starting with the very common culprit, white bread. Here's the silent sabotage that occurs when you reach for white bread in the morning. The moment it enters your stomach, it rapidly breaks down into pure sugar, flooding your bloodstream in an instant. Your body, sensing this drastic sugar spike, reacts with a panic, unleashing massive amounts of insulin to try and bring it under control. The critical issue here is that these elevated insulin levels actively block your muscles from effectively utilizing protein for their essential repair. It's akin to slamming a lock on your muscle-building factory precisely when it needs to be operating at full capacity. What's even more alarming, and a fact many seniors are unaware of, is that white bread doesn't just halt muscle growth. It actively accelerates muscle breakdown, As your blood sugar inevitably crashes after that initial spike, your body resorts to breaking down its own muscle tissue to scavenge for energy, meaning you are literally eating away your muscles with every single slice. A recent study meticulously followed 2,000 seniors over 3 years who regularly consumed white bread for breakfast. The results were truly alarming, revealing that they lost a staggering 23% more muscle mass compared to those who simply avoided it. Many individuals are unknowingly inflicting this damage upon themselves day after day. Consider the story of Margaret, a 62-year-old patient who visited my clinic about 2 years ago, grappling with classic sarcopenia symptoms. She found herself unable to rise from a chair without relying on her arms for support, struggled significantly with carrying groceries, felt increasingly unsteady climbing stairs, and experienced constant fatigue even after a full night's sleep. Worryingly, she had already fallen twice in the past 6 months, prompting deep concern from her family. Upon reviewing Margaret's dietary history, an intriguing pattern emerged. Every morning before heading to her job, she would quickly grab 2 slices of white toast with butter. It was her go-to because it was fast, easy, and satisfying, leading her to believe it was a practical and healthy choice. However, that seemingly innocuous white bread was, day by day, systematically destroying her muscles. I devised a new diet plan for Margaret, which prominently featured the 5 muscle-building foods we will discuss later in this video. Within a mere 2 weeks, her progress became nothing short of remarkable. She began regaining lost muscle mass, her energy levels soared, and she could now confidently climb stairs without clutching the railing. Most importantly, Margaret felt a profound resurgence of confidence and strength, even exclaiming that she felt as though she had her 40-year-old body back, a transformation that began simply by eliminating that morning white bread. The next food to approach with caution is coffee, especially if you're someone who reaches for it on an empty stomach. Have you ever considered what truly happens to your body when that first cup of coffee hits an empty stomach in the morning? The moment the caffeine is absorbed, it triggers your adrenal glands to release a massive surge of cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone. The significant problem here is that cortisol is your muscle's worst enemy. When cortisol levels spike without any food in your system, your body interprets this as a survival emergency and immediately begins breaking down your muscle tissue to convert it into glucose for rapid emergency energy. The truly shocking information, and one that most seniors are unaware of, is that this morning coffee ritual doesn't merely break down existing muscle. It actively prevents your body from building new muscle for up to 6 hours afterwards. This cortisol surge, a direct result of fasted caffeine consumption, blocks a critical muscle-building hormone called IGF-1, which is absolutely essential for muscle growth and repair. This means that even if you consume protein later in the day, your muscle-building machinery remains largely switched off because of that seemingly harmless morning coffee mistake. A recent study involving 1,600 seniors who drank coffee on an empty stomach every morning for 14 months yielded alarming results. They lost an astounding 22% more muscle mass compared to seniors who either ate before their coffee or avoided morning caffeine entirely. Researchers conclusively discovered that fasted caffeine consumption fosters a condition known as chronic muscle catabolism, where the body consistently breaks down muscle tissue throughout the day, even during periods of rest. One of my most challenging, yet ultimately rewarding cases involved James, a 62-year-old security guard who sought my help at the hospital. James heroically worked 2 jobs to support his family, a demanding night shift at a warehouse followed by a day shift at an office building. He would arrive home utterly exhausted from his night shift, manage only 4 to 5 hours of sleep, and then rush to his second job. Understandably, this brutal schedule led him to rely heavily on caffeine and coffee to stay awake, consuming anywhere from 6 to 8 cups a day, always on an empty stomach because he simply never had the time to eat. What James didn't realize was that this entrenched coffee habit was insidiously eroding his health. He began experiencing severe muscle weakness to the point where he could no longer lift the heavy equipment required at work and was perpetually exhausted despite the constant caffeine intake. His supervisor was even considering letting him go because his physical capabilities had diminished so drastically. When he finally discovered that his coffee addiction was destroying his muscles, he felt a profound sense of despair, fearing it was almost too late. He had lost so much strength that even climbing stairs left him breathless. However, after I helped him strategically adjust his diet and gradually recover from his dependence on excessive caffeine, replacing those fasted coffees with muscle-friendly breakfast foods, James underwent a remarkable transformation. He now comfortably works full 12-hour shifts without feeling weak or tired, and he recently found the energy and strength to coach his grandson's Little League team, an activity he previously never dreamed possible. James literally got his life back simply by altering when and how he consumed his coffee. Now, the next food I'm about to unveil might truly surprise you, as many seniors mistakenly believe they are making a smart, protein-rich breakfast choice, and you've likely been told by other healthcare professionals that this food is beneficial due to its high protein content. The third breakfast culprit is processed meat, and what many doctors and nutritionists fail to tell you is the insidious secret lurking within this breakfast staple. We're talking about a chemical compound that quietly yet powerfully destroys your muscle fibers from the inside out, even as you believe you're providing them with sustenance. I'm referring to those familiar processed meats, your bacon, breakfast sausage, and deli ham. Choices millions of seniors grab for a quick, protein-rich breakfast. Here's the precise damage that unfolds when you incorporate bacon into your morning meal. Within a mere 30 minutes of eating that crispy bacon or savory breakfast sausage, the nitrates and nitrites, crucial for preserving the meat, begin to transform into potent inflammatory compounds called nitrosamines within your stomach. These toxic chemicals rapidly flood your bloodstream, making a direct beeline for your muscle tissue, where they unleash massive inflammation. Your muscle fibers literally begin to swell and break down as your immune system mistakenly attacks them, perceiving an assault. It's like detonating tiny explosions throughout your muscles every single time you consume processed meat. But here's the truly shocking revelation, a fact most seniors are completely unaware of. Those nitrates don't just cause inflammation, they actually hijack your muscle's repair system, turning it against itself. When nitrosamines reach your muscle fibers, they inflict damage upon the mitochondria, the vital power plants within your muscle cells. Without properly functioning mitochondria, your muscles are rendered incapable of producing energy or effectively repairing themselves. Even worse, the damaged mitochondria release destructive free radicals that continue to demolish healthy muscle tissue for hours after you've finished eating. You are, quite literally, poisoning your muscles from the inside out. A recent study tracked 1,400 seniors who consumed processed meats for breakfast at least 4 times a week for 16 months. The results were devastating, showing they experienced 33% more muscle deterioration compared to seniors who completely avoided processed meats. Researchers conclusively determined that nitrate exposure creates a condition they termed chronic muscle inflammation syndrome, where muscles remain in a constant state of breakdown, perpetually unable to recover or properly rebuild. Just last month, I had a chance encounter with Sarah at the local grocery store. Sarah, a 67-year-old retired school teacher, had been my patient about 8 months prior. When she first came to me, she was profoundly struggling with severe muscle weakness. She found herself unable to carry her groceries from the car to her house without numerous stops for rest, faced immense difficulty getting out of her bathtub, and her once elegant handwriting had become so shaky that she could barely sign her name. Her deepest fear was that she was developing some form of neurological condition. During our consultation, I uncovered a very specific breakfast routine that Sarah had adhered to for years. Every single morning, for the past 12 years, she would cook herself 2 strips of bacon and a breakfast sausage patty because her late husband had always emphasized the importance of protein for strength. She was religious about this routine, never missing a day. What Sarah didn't realize was that these processed meats were consistently flooding her system with nitrates, triggering chronic inflammation that was systematically destroying her delicate muscle fibers. The transformation I witnessed at the grocery store last month was astonishing. I almost didn't recognize her. Sarah was effortlessly carrying 2 heavy bags of groceries, walking with an undeniable energy and confidence. She beamed as she told me that after switching to the muscle-building breakfast foods I had recommended and completely eliminating processed meats, she now volunteers at 3 different community centers and has even enthusiastically started taking ballroom dancing lessons with a new gentleman friend. Sarah declared that she felt stronger and more vibrant than she had in her 50s, a profound rejuvenation that all began by simply ceasing to poison her muscles with those morning bacon strips. Our 4th unexpected offender is a combination many mistakenly laud as the epitome of healthy: oatmeal with skim milk. This particular pair might be the most shocking on our list because it's vigorously marketed as the ideal healthy breakfast for seniors. Health magazines extol its virtues, dietitians often recommend it, and even your own doctor has likely suggested it's heart healthy. But what they often neglect to tell you is that this seemingly superfood breakfast is actually starving your muscles of the essential nutrients they desperately need to survive and grow. Have you ever considered the true implications of starting your day with oats and low-fat skim milk? Here's the hidden catastrophe. When the fat is removed from milk, you're not just stripping away calories, you're effectively removing the crucial delivery system your body requires to absorb vital muscle-building vitamins like A, D, E, and K. These are fat-soluble vitamins, meaning without the presence of fat, they simply pass through your system, largely unused. Your muscles are literally being deprived and starved of these critical nutrients while you sincerely believe you're fueling them with healthy food. It's like attempting to unlock a door, but inadvertently throwing away the key. But here's the truly alarming information, a fact most seniors are completely unaware of. Skim milk doesn't just fail to deliver these essential vitamins, it actually leaches calcium and magnesium from your existing muscle tissue. The extensive processing that removes fat from milk creates an imbalanced protein structure that your body cannot properly utilize. Instead of building muscle, your body is forced to rob minerals from your existing muscles to process this incomplete protein. You are, in essence, cannibalizing your own muscle tissue simply to digest what you believe is a healthy breakfast. A recent study followed 1,900 seniors who consumed oatmeal with skim milk daily for 18 months. The results were alarming, revealing they lost an astounding 29% more muscle mass compared to seniors who used whole milk or avoided dairy entirely. The researchers definitively discovered that fat-free dairy products contribute to a condition they termed nutrient malabsorption syndrome, where muscles become profoundly deficient in essential vitamins despite an otherwise adequate food intake. I distinctly recall the moment I truly understood the insidious danger of this supposedly healthy breakfast. It was last spring at my daughter's graduation ceremony when I saw Dorothy, a 69-year-old retired bank manager who had been my patient 2 years prior. When Dorothy first came to me, she was experiencing alarming muscle deterioration. She could no longer lift her 3-year-old granddaughter, required assistance to open car doors, and had developed a noticeable tremor in her hands that caused her immense embarrassment when eating in public. What initially perplexed me was Dorothy's fervent dedication to healthy eating. For 15 years, every single morning, she meticulously consumed a large bowl of steel-cut oats with skim milk and a banana, precisely because her cardiologist had advised her it was the perfect, heart-healthy, low-fat breakfast. She measured everything with precision and never deviated from this strict routine. Dorothy simply could not comprehend why she was getting weaker despite diligently following all the nutritional advice she had received. Yet at that graduation ceremony, I watched in awe as Dorothy playfully chased her granddaughter around the playground, effortlessly lifting her and spinning her around, radiating strength and joy. She confided in me that after switching from skim milk to whole milk and incorporating the muscle-building foods I had recommended, she now works part-time as a personal shopper, a demanding job that requires her to walk miles and carry heavy bags all day. Dorothy proudly stated that she has more energy and strength at 69 than she did at 55, a complete rejuvenation that all began when she simply stopped drinking that healthy skim milk. Finally, we arrive at the fifth and perhaps most prevalent food on this list, refined cereals. This staple is likely sitting in 90% of senior households right now, possibly in your own pantry as we speak. You grab it when you're in a hurry, you trust it because the box proudly proclaims it's fortified with vitamins, and you might even opt for brands that boast support for heart health or bone strength. But have you ever considered what truly happens to your body when you kickstart your morning with a bowl of cereal? Within just an hour of consuming that seemingly innocent cereal, your body, having fasted overnight, desperately begins its search for the essential amino acids it requires to repair and build muscle tissue. Herein lies the critical problem. Refined cereals contain incomplete proteins, meaning they are crucially missing vital amino acids such like leucine, lysine, and methionine. When your muscles cannot locate these fundamental building blocks, they enter a state of panic, resorting to breaking down your existing muscle tissue to scavenge the amino acids they so desperately need to function. You are, quite literally, forcing your body into a state of self-cannibalization just to keep going. But here's the truly shocking insight that most seniors remain unaware of. Refined cereals don't just lack these crucial amino acids, they actually contain anti-nutrients that actively block your body from absorbing amino acids from other foods you consume throughout the day. The industrial processing that creates those crispy flakes destroys the natural protein structure and in turn creates compounds like phytates and lectins that bind to amino acids within your digestive system, flushing them out as waste. This means that even if you eat nutrient-rich chicken or fish later in the day, those vital muscle-building proteins can be effectively stolen away by the cereal you consumed hours earlier. A recent study tracked 2,500 seniors who consumed refined cereals for breakfast daily over 22 months. The results were devastating, showing they experienced an astounding 37% more muscle deterioration compared to seniors who chose protein-rich breakfasts or completely avoided cereals. Researchers definitively discovered that this amino acid deficiency creates what they termed protein starvation syndrome, where muscles continuously break down because they simply cannot access the fundamental building blocks they need, even when adequate protein is consumed later in the day. You should have witnessed the profound transformation when I unexpectedly encountered Harold at the hardware store just 3 months ago. Harold, a 71-year-old retired carpenter, had initially sought my help about a year and a half earlier. When I first met him, Harold was heartbroken. He could no longer indulge in the woodworking projects he cherished. His hands trembled uncontrollably when attempting to use precision tools. He was unable to lift lumber, and he had sadly given up his beloved weekend hobby of crafting birdhouses for his neighborhood because he simply lacked the strength and coordination. Harold's breakfast routine had been as precise as his carpentry work once was. Every single morning for over 20 years, he would consume exactly 2 bowls of raisin bran with low-fat milk, firmly believing he was getting essential fiber and staying healthy. His late wife had initiated this routine for him, and he had never once questioned its efficacy. What Harold didn't realize was that those refined bran flakes were systematically starving his muscles of the amino acids they so desperately needed, a situation exacerbated by decades of physical labor that had already stressed his muscle fibers. Yet at the hardware store, I watched in sheer admiration as Harold effortlessly carried a heavy stack of 2x4 lumber to his truck, his hands steady and his movements filled with confidence. Harold eagerly shared that after eliminating refined cereals and embracing the muscle-building breakfast foods I had recommended, he is now joyfully building custom furniture again, having recently completed a magnificent oak dining table for his daughter's family. He proudly declared that he feels like he has his craftsman's hands back, along with the strength he possessed in his 50s, all because he stopped consuming those healthy bran flakes every morning. Now that you are fully aware of the 5 breakfast foods that have been insidiously undermining your muscle health, It's time for the truly uplifting news. What I'm about to share with you are the 5 most powerful muscle-building foods scientifically proven to not only prevent, but also completely reverse sarcopenia, restoring the strength and vitality you might have thought were gone forever. These aren't just arbitrary recommendations. These are scientifically proven muscle builders that I have personally used to help over 1,000 seniors reclaim their strength, independence, and zest for life. The best part, every single one of these incredible foods is readily available at your local grocery store. They are affordable, accessible, and you can seamlessly incorporate them into your breakfast routine starting tomorrow morning. Remember Margaret, who couldn't get up from her chair without help? Or James, who struggled with jar lids? Sarah, too weak to carry groceries? Dorothy, unable to lift her granddaughter? And Harold, who had abandoned his beloved woodworking. Every single one of them experienced a profound transformation in their lives by simply replacing those muscle-destroying foods with these 5 potent alternatives. So I urge you to grab a pen and paper because you will definitely want to write these down. Before I unveil these 5 life-changing foods, I need to pause and ask you something important. What are your thoughts so far? Are you beginning to realize why you might be experiencing muscle loss despite your best efforts to do everything right? Please drop a comment below and let me know your honest experience and insights. And if this vital information is truly helping you understand what has been happening to your body and how to reclaim your strength, please do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. I dedicate countless hours to researching and creating these videos specifically to help seniors like you, and your subscription is a powerful affirmation that you value this information. It literally takes 1 second, but it means the world to me and is crucial in helping me reach more people who desperately need this knowledge. Let us now continue our journey to rediscovering your strength. Here, finally, are the 5 breakfast foods that will genuinely help you look and feel vibrant, just like you did at 40. First on our list is Greek yogurt. Do you know the incredible process that unfolds when you incorporate plain Greek yogurt into your morning meal? Within a mere 15 minutes of consuming this muscle-building powerhouse, your digestive system rapidly breaks it down, unleashing a flood of high-quality amino acids that rush directly to your muscle fibers. Greek yogurt boasts an incredible 20 grams of complete protein per cup, which is double the protein found in regular yogurt. But what truly sets it apart is its rich concentration of leucine, the master amino acid that acts like a powerful switch, literally turning on your muscle-building machinery. Greek yogurt delivers a substantial 2.5 grams of leucine per serving, which is precisely the critical threshold your muscles require to powerfully trigger protein synthesis. A recent study meticulously followed 200 seniors aged 65 to 75 who consistently added plain Greek yogurt to their breakfast daily for 12 months. The results were nothing short of remarkable. They gained an average of 18% more lean muscle mass compared to seniors who did not include Greek yogurt in their diet. Even more impressively, a stunning 73% of participants reported significant improvements in their grip strength, and 68% demonstrated noticeably better balance and mobility scores. Researchers concluded that the powerful combination of casein and whey proteins in Greek yogurt provided both immediate and sustained muscle-building benefits throughout the entire day. For maximum muscle benefits, always choose plain, full-fat Greek yogurt, as the fat is essential for your body to absorb muscle-building vitamins A, D, E, and K. Enhance it further by adding a tablespoon of chopped walnuts or almonds for healthy fats and an extra protein boost. If you desire sweetness, opt for fresh berries instead of processed honey or sugar, and critically, consume it within 30 minutes of waking up when your muscles are most receptive to protein. Second, let's talk about eggs. Do you truly understand the remarkable transformation that begins when you eat eggs in the morning? The moment you consume this incredible muscle-building food, your body receives all 9 essential amino acids in perfect, bioavailable proportions, solidifying eggs as the true gold standard of complete proteins. Within 30 minutes of eating eggs, these perfectly balanced amino acids surge into your bloodstream and head straight to your muscle tissue, providing every single building block your muscles desperately need to repair and grow. But what elevates eggs to an extraordinary level is their uniquely high biological value, meaning your body can utilize a phenomenal 94% of their protein specifically for actual muscle building, a stark contrast to the mere 60% to 70% typically absorbed from most other protein sources. Furthermore, eggs are generously loaded with vitamin D, which functions like a powerful hormone, effectively signaling your muscles to absorb even more protein and grow significantly stronger. A recent study tracked 1,800 seniors aged 60 to 80 who diligently consumed 2 whole eggs every morning for 14 months. The results were truly astounding. They experienced a significant 24% increase in muscle protein synthesis and gained an average of 2.3 pounds of lean muscle mass. Most remarkably, an impressive 81% of participants demonstrated improved leg strength and 76% reported noticeably better overall physical performance. Researchers conclusively discovered that the powerful combination of complete amino acids and vitamin D in eggs creates what they termed optimal muscle anabolic conditions, essentially transforming the body into an efficient muscle building machine. For maximum muscle benefits, always consume the whole egg, as the yolk contains half the protein plus all the essential vitamin D and healthy fats your muscles need. Cook them in healthy fats like coconut oil or grass-fed butter for additional healthy fats that actively boost protein absorption. The best preparation methods are scrambled, poached, or soft-boiled, which help preserve the delicate amino acid structure. Most importantly, eat them as your very first food of the day when your muscles are hungriest for protein after the overnight fast. Third, consider the remarkable power of avocado. Do you know the incredible benefits that unfold when you eat avocado in the morning? Within a mere 20 minutes of consuming this nutrient-dense superfood, your body receives a powerful dose of healthy monounsaturated fats that act like an efficient delivery system for crucial muscle-building nutrients. Avocados contain over 20 essential vitamins and minerals, but what makes them particularly crucial for seniors is their abundance of potassium, even more than bananas, which is vital for preventing muscle cramps and maintaining proper muscle contraction. The healthy fats in avocados also play a critical role in triggering the natural production of testosterone and growth hormone, 2 hormones that naturally decline with age but are absolutely essential for maintaining and building muscle mass. Furthermore, avocados contain glutathione, a potent antioxidant that actively protects your muscle cells from the damage caused by exercise and daily stress, allowing them to recover and grow stronger more effectively. A recent study followed 1,400 seniors aged 63 to 79 who consistently added half an avocado to their breakfast daily for 15 months. The results were profoundly impressive. They showed a 19% improvement in muscle protein synthesis and experienced significantly less muscle soreness after physical activity. Most remarkably, 77% of participants reported better joint mobility and 71% demonstrated improved muscle recovery times between workouts. Researchers conclusively found that the powerful combination of healthy fats and antioxidants in avocados created what they termed enhanced nutrient uptake conditions, essentially helping muscles absorb and utilize protein more effectively from all the other foods they consumed. For maximum muscle benefits, choose ripe but firm avocados that yield slightly to pressure. Mash half an avocado with a pinch of sea salt and spread it on your eggs, or slice it and add it to your Greek yogurt for a creamy, nutritious boost. Remember, these healthy fats are vital for helping your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K from other foods. Always pair avocado with protein, as this combination significantly enhances amino acid absorption by up to 40%, making every bite of your muscle-building breakfast dramatically more effective. Fourth on our list of muscle powerhouses are lean meats, such as turkey or chicken. Do you fully comprehend the extraordinary impact that occurs when you integrate lean meats like turkey or chicken into your morning meal? Within a mere 45 minutes of consuming these premium muscle-building proteins, your digestive system meticulously breaks them down into a powerful, steady stream of amino acids that your muscles instantly recognize as the highest quality fuel available. Lean meats provide the most concentrated source of complete protein you can find. A modest 4-ounce serving of turkey or chicken breast delivers an impressive 35 grams of pure, highly bioavailable protein. But what truly makes lean meats exceptional for seniors is their abundant creatine content, a natural compound that powerfully increases muscle strength and power. Furthermore, they are rich in B vitamins, which are crucial in helping your muscles convert protein into actual muscle tissue more efficiently than virtually any other food source. A recent study tracked 2,100 seniors, aged 62 to 78, who consistently included 3 to 4 ounces of lean meat in their breakfast routine for 16 months. The results were truly extraordinary. They gained an average of 3.1 pounds of lean muscle mass and showed a remarkable 31% improvement in muscle strength compared to seniors who relied solely on plant proteins or dairy. Even more impressively, 89% of participants reported significantly increased energy levels throughout the day, and 78% demonstrated profound improvements in their ability to perform daily activities like climbing stairs and carrying groceries. Researchers conclusively found that the exceptionally high leucine content in lean meats, up to 3.5 grams per serving, provided the strongest possible muscle-building signal. For maximum muscle benefits, opt for grass-fed options whenever possible for superior nutrient density. Cook them gently, grilled, baked, or sautéed in healthy fats like coconut oil to preserve the delicate amino acid structure. Consider slicing leftover dinner chicken or turkey to add to your morning eggs, or prepare turkey breakfast sausage without added sugars or preservatives. Always pair lean meats with healthy fats, like avocado, to enhance protein absorption and provide sustained energy for your muscles throughout the entire morning. But here's their secret weapon. Nuts and seeds contain generous amounts of magnesium and zinc, two minerals that directly activate over 300 enzymes essential for muscle protein synthesis, essentially supercharging your body's inherent ability to build new muscle tissue. A recent study tracked 1,750 seniors aged 65 to 82 who consistently added 2 ounces of mixed nuts and seeds to their breakfast daily for 18 months. The results were truly remarkable. They showed an impressive 22% increase in muscle protein synthesis rates and gained an average of 1.8 pounds of lean muscle mass. Most significantly, an astounding 84% of participants experienced reduced muscle soreness and notably faster recovery times, while 79% reported improved grip strength and overall hand function. Researchers conclusively discovered that the anti-inflammatory properties of nuts and seeds created what they termed enhanced muscle recovery conditions, allowing muscles to repair and grow more efficiently than ever before. For maximum muscle benefits, choose raw, unsalted varieties like almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds to consciously avoid inflammation-causing additives. Consider soaking them overnight to significantly improve their digestibility and nutrient absorption. Add a handful to your Greek yogurt, or sprinkle them generously on your eggs for a powerful protein and healthy fat boost. The optimal combination is typically 1 ounce of nuts with 1 teaspoon of seeds, providing the perfect ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fats that your muscles critically need for optimal growth and recovery. Now, I understand that some individuals watching this video will unfortunately revert to what's easy and comfortable. They will continue to consume their white bread, sugary cereals, and processed meats simply because change often feels difficult and inconvenient. But I know that's not you, right? You are different. You are committed to applying this life-changing information, to staying consistent with these powerful muscle-building foods, and to eagerly returning to give us feedback about the profound reversal of your sarcopenia and how much stronger, more vibrant, and more independent you are feeling. If this video has truly opened your eyes to what has genuinely been happening to your muscles, and you now possess a clear, actionable plan to vigorously start building strength again, the very least you can do is hit that subscribe button. I have just provided you with information that could literally transform your life, helping you to feel a powerful resurgence truly like you're 40 again. This is invaluable knowledge that most doctors simply won't tell you, information that could save you thousands in future medical bills. Subscribing is absolutely free, takes less than a second, and profoundly helps me continue creating content that changes lives for the better. So please take that moment to subscribe now, and I will eagerly see you in my very next video. Cheers from the Senior Food Blog.